Hey, there we go. Let's see if the microphone's working. Welcome, good evening and or good morning. I think it's still morning here and maybe evening for some other folks. Welcome to the live stream. We are preparing for Shattered Space, which should drop tomorrow on September 30th. I think Chicago time is going to be 10 a.m. and if you are in the US, you can figure that out from there where you're going to be. So let's see where we are. This is Alex, who is a survival mode character. He's at level 53 right now. I'm going to show you the survival mode settings that we have up and running. I do this at the start of every stream. These are the gameplay options for about a 21% bonus. We have brought this guy up from Vectera over the course of the last few weeks. We did the full Constellation playthrough, followed by the UC Vanguard playthrough, as well as Ryujin the last time through. I actually had considered doing Crimson Fleet, but I didn't want to get caught halfway through and have the pirates be friendly as we go into Shattered Space. So we did Ryujin to get the manipulation skill. And Andreja is our companion. We did get through the commitment ceremony there. I think since the last time I streamed a couple days ago, I have racked up a couple more levels on Alex. We picked up a lot of Aurora going through the Vulture's Roost. So I think one of the things I did was I ran over to Neon and I picked up the Neon Knights recipe for Steve, S-T-E-V-E, which is a nicer version of that same Kim. We'll see if I actually try to remember to use it in the future. Steve slows time 40% for 10 seconds, some ranged benefits as well as weapon accuracy benefits. So I went over there, picked up that magazine so I could make some Steve. I did a little Calumite. Is it Calumite? C-A-E-L-U-M-I-T-E. Cellulite, Calumite. Hey, Vincent. Good to see you again. So I don't know if I'm going to need any Calumite, but it is related to the gravitational anomalies, things like that. So I picked up some of that. I turned in the slate for the trip to RE939. We did that one at the start of the last stream, but I went ahead and turned that in the basement of Mass. There was nothing spectacular about that. I did spend a little bit of time off stream talking to Stash, the vendor in the Trackers Alliance basement, and I save scummed that just so we're all clear on that process. But I was looking for a specific weapon, and I did get it eventually. It was called Hot-Headed, which is a laser rifle. I didn't have a decent laser rifle, and I'm thinking about putting a point in that skill. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But I did get it after maybe 30 tries, and it cost me 3 Astra, even though it's an epic. The weapons, the way he does that is you can get epic weapons for 3 Astra. The rest of the things you get for 3 Astra are all legendary. So I started down that path. I also picked up, and this was along the way, I picked up Long Distance Relationship, which I'll show you the stats on that too. And I've boosted this one too. This is a hard target, which has Hitman plus 15% and anti-personnel. Now, Shattered Space isn't really going to... I mean, Shattered Space will certainly have some long-distance shot opportunity. They are talking more about melee and up-close combat. That wasn't what I was after here, but I did want to pick up a laser rifle. So I did that, and then I spent a little bit of time doing some Astra gathering. So that was it. And the last thing I did before I started the stream today was, because we finished Ryujin Industries, I had to have difficult conversations with Andreja, Sarah, and Sam about Ryujin Industries and the manipulator, the perk that we all got from that. If you've gone down this path, we get a free point here in the manipulation skill. And I won't spend much time talking about those conversations. There's a path you can go through where they won't dislike much of what you have to say. Depending on how you actually feel about it, you might want to just make them mad, because my interpretation of that path is you just have to tell them, yes, it was terrible that I let them do this, but, we can all get the manipulation skill anyway. They just seem to be bothered by the fact that you can buy it now. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think you can actually buy it in the game. So we got them out of the way. Now, one of the things I did want to do going forward in today's content was, and this came up, let me see if I can find my skills over here. I have some skill points. You can't see it behind me, but I have 5 skill points available at this point in time. We've been going down the path to get gymnastics up. I'm not going to put the 4th point in gymnastics. I am going to look at combat again, although the dueling skill was recommended to me, and I'm going to go ahead and throw a point in dueling at this point in time, because I've not done this before, and I think it's going to be interesting. That was a recommendation from a subscriber, longtime subscriber and viewer, Anna. And also, I think I also wanted to put a point. I'm going to put a point in lasers too, because I picked up that laser rifle. Now, there's one other item that I can't believe I slept on this, or I wasn't paying attention. I think I have it on all my higher level characters, but it is boost assault training. I have no points in boost assault training, and as I discussed at the start of the last live stream, and I put it in a separate video, a shorter video just for everybody to consume for preparing for Shattered Space, anything that gives us some type of very close in mitigation like this, a chance to catch things on fire that are nearby and the chance to knock down nearby enemies, is probably worth having in Shattered Space for some of that swarm and or berserker behavior. So I'm going to go ahead, I hope by the end of the stream today, and have this ranked up to level 2, and then I'm going to sit on a couple more points and go from there. Now, the content I want to do today, and is, we can't go to Shattered Space yet, and that's going to happen tomorrow morning, but I do want to get some content where I can do some melee work, and I think I want some content that's going to be inside and possibly as close to what I think is going to happen in Shattered Space. So I think what I want to tackle is the Crucible at Charybdis, which is the one with the clones and that kind of thing. So I'm going to go out there today. I would also, this was a recommendation off the last stream, I might want to run through Mantis as well, either on the way or right after that, because Mantis is also an inside fight, and that's with spacers, I think. And so that could be kind of fun from a melee perspective, or melee and laser, and I'll level both of those up as we go. And I think, if I get through both of those with more time to spare, there's some stuff I'd like to do around the base. I do think I want to sleep here before we head out to make sure we've got our bonus. So I guess I will have to sleep and eat. What time is it? 1941. Well, might as well. Might as well get to daylight. I will do a base tour. I might do a base tour a little later. I've had a couple people in comments ask about the base as I'm just wandering around and doing things at the base. This was supposed to be just a very practical, build it on Vessel 3 kind of aluminum and iron base, just for that purpose. But over time, off camera, I tend to tinker with it and make some changes. Like in here, I bought all these so you could all see them at some point. So we've put all the plushies out here. I had to take the weight bench out of this room because we kept waking up from our little naps, and Lynn would be in here working out in the bedroom. So that was kind of awkward. So we stopped that. So okay, so we had that conversation. Let's see if we can have a little something to eat here and get out into space. I'm not going to eat a protein bar. That sounds great. Start the day with a little more. And I think here's my inventory. I have the note from the secret outpost. And we picked this up. If you haven't seen this before, if you've been around, you've seen this probably many times. You've gotten many of these yourself. I'm sure we picked this up off of a spacer drop somewhere out there. So we want to go out to this secret outpost just to get that general direction. I think that's on the way to Charybdis as well. So let me see. Last will intent. Is that an activity? That might be an activity. Find the distress call in the Charybdis system. And I believe I'm going to need copper. And I have that staged on the ship. There. One up there. I don't think I've already done that before. There's a very small chance that I've done that, but I've done everything on stream with this character, and I think that would have been in the notes. I tried to check them later. Or I tried to check them earlier today.
All systems are nominal. We are ready to depart.
I should ask. It looks like I've got good meters over here. Somebody just confirmed for me that I'm not talking to myself here. Did you do hear me? Hi, Cora. I don't think I can go straight out there from here. I don't think I've been out to this system yet. Claymore resources. copper. I have enough copper here for whatever I need to come up with. I've not explored these systems. So we will have to go to Denobola at some point in time anyway. For the Mantis. I'm going to go ahead and make the jump out to Charybdis. There's a chance, and I don't know if anybody else has kind of run into this before, that this quest will bug out at a certain point in time. Hopefully that will not be the case for us. Where is it? There it is. I have to go to Zolsma. That'll be great. On our way to meet the clones. Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm not quick enough when it comes to...
Grab drive spinning down. Systems blocked.
shutting down the warp drive. I did try to find Claymore 3 off camera as well, and they're still not spawning for me, so we're still in Claymore 2. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, we don't want that. Operation Starseed, that's the one. This one, for some reason, there you go. I found this while wandering a planet. This is a abandoned Griplite manufacturing facility, and even though I investigated it, it doesn't seem to complete. I don't know if you've ever seen that one yourself, but hey Ben, nice to see you. We're on our way out to Charybdis, or we've just arrived there, so the intention is to get some indoors fighting against bugs, and then maybe later the Mantis for some indoor spacer fights. I'm going to play around with some of the melee stuff. And I got a new laser rifle too, so we'll see how that goes. And I believe... It's interesting, we started off to the side. Oh, I've never been here with a buggy. That'd be great. Hold on. I need copper. How much copper do I need? He's going to ask me for copper. This is a little bit... It's not a spoiler per se, but... I know he's going to ask for copper, so we might as well grab it. How much? 150? Sounds about right to me.
I hope you're having a good
Let's
day.
Let's go find our little robot buddy. I don't think I have to do anything that's ethically or morally ambiguous here that Andreja's going to have a problem with. I guess if I let Genghis Khan go, I might have to. She's not going anywhere.
Human of unknown origin detected. Designated outsider. This is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify.
And I think these are good shattered space prep, honestly. You're the one who sent the transmission, pal.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper. Compensation will be dispensed.
Hey, it's
Tobias,
Ada.
stand down.
Ada.
We have a visitor.
Reminder: deliver required material. End of conversation.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived. I wish it were even better.
Ben, the
Your
last time I
arrival
did this,
is
I let
truly
Genghis
an
Khan
historic
go,
one,
and he's entertaining and
many
fun,
fear
but
what it portends.
I've
Societies
seen
have
him,
closed their
so I
doors
might.
and are
I've never let
arguing about what to do,
the
while the rest
princess,
hide to see which way the wind blows.
I've never let her
Franklin would know
be
what
in
to
charge.
do.
I don't think I
He's
want to
the
do that.
oldest
So it's
among
either
us.
Franklin or
You should
Genghis.
talk with him. Give it time, and I'm sure the others will come out. For
Franklin's kind of the
curiosity's sake, if
safe
nothing
choice.
else.
This feels vaguely like one of those
This guy is kind of
situations that
UC
ends with,
Vanguard.
and they were never heard from again.
They would never come again. Here, buddy, I have some copper for you.
Adhere to the mission. Manifest. Authenticated. Social interaction terminated.
I can't think of any real reason that Genghis Khan would be entertaining in Shattered Space, but you know, maybe they put something in there. I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's doing a lot of damage. He's having, you know, he's out living his best Genghis Khan life if you let him go. So.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight.
I would have shot them first, buddy.
I'm greatly relieved that they let you enter our community, but you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends.
That's a weird old-time outfit, and your accent is odd.
You ask a question you already know the answer to. Yes.
Hey, good morning,
I have
Sylvain.
need of you, but if you have a good heart,
No, tomorrow
a
morning,
quick mind, I am
September
sure
30th.
you will see my point of view.
10 a.m. Central in the U.S. or Chicago time. A little earlier on the East Coast, a little later on the West Coast. I think the global launch is the same, and if you're in Australia, you're going to be up in the ridiculous wee hours of the morning. So.
As well you should. I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society. Well, it is gratifying that even after all these years, my name isn't entirely...
I came in here one time, several
See,
patches ago, and he didn't have
I was
hands.
an American president.
Roosevelt didn't have hands.
Not literally, but in a sense.
And I've had the bug where all the
Everyone that
doors
lives
or the
here
door
are
to get
clones.
back into this building was locked.
Some
I've had
us
lots of
are
them. So if this
clones
works,
of the
it's great. If
greatest
it doesn't
figures
work,
of history, and
we'll move
others,
on to something else.
Well, we don't
I
rightly
really just
know.
want to get to the bug fights
When
underground.
we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back. I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider.
Days and calendars. Who's paying attention? It doesn't matter. You'll know when it shows up on your machine. Oh, this is hard to believe. I've encountered serious things. Are you the real president?
Then you must live a remarkably interesting life.
I do.
After
I'm a
decades,
galactic space
centuries
traveler.
of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is
I appear to be
so
the primary
very much we
protagonist of
don't
this
know
entire
either.
universe.
The robots clone us for a reason. Their so-called mission. But what that is, and what we should do about it, is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the pragmatists' position on matters.
Got it, buddy.
Be careful what you wish for. Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage of your ignorance. Go speak with the Monarinas and Genghis Khan.
Monarinas. Yeah, I've never sided with her. She seems crazy.
Welcome to town, stranger.
Speaking of crazy,
Consider me part of the welcoming committee. The name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd
Thanks,
be most
Wyatt.
pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay. For
I have a ship out there.
modest
I don't
fee,
need one.
of course. Oh, I'm not all that. Just had the good
We'll pretend
fortune
like
to
I've heard of
receive
him.
some good publicity. But to the matter at hand, I'm more than a humble innkeep. I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that. I can work with that. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may
Thanks for
have
the
access
interruption,
to
buddy.
some
I need to go talk to
essentials
the
I've picked up
important
over the
people here.
years. Happy to sell
Hey,
them to
Ron.
you.
Welcome. Good to see you.
I'm hoping you come back for some repeat business.
Okay, I would just like to go talk to Amarinas. I am the emissary from the Varun, or not.
I had hoped you would visit me. Good. Know that you
Isn't she the
stand
one that
before
has?
Queen
She thinks she's
Amaryllis
actually
of
who
the
she was
Kush,
reincarnated from,
Queen
or
of
she
a
thinks
dead
who she was
kingdom
cloned from.
on a
She
dead
thinks she's
world.
reincarnated.
But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me.
She's very special. LFG, Ron. Let's go.
Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back. I know this.
They probably think
but
you're crazy.
I feel in my bones.
They all know they're
that
clones.
I am a Manirinas, for true.
Maybe she
The
is. I
great
don't know.
and the terrible.
She
To
could be
those who would
Starborn.
oppose me.
Oh no, she's cloned.
I
She's
remember
definitely not
things
Starborn.
no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies,
Maybe
and enemies.
another version of her is Starborn and used parallel self and
The
pulled
right
her in.
scent. And I close my eyes, and I can picture
Anything's possible.
all of it so vividly.
Just like having a chunks vending machine on
Speaks my
an
heart.
isolated experiment from a science
My
ship.
home, my kingdom.
You sound
You are
delusional. lady.
wise then. I know how it must sound. Once,
Yes, you sound
I
crazy.
called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead. Have you heard of the believers? Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take
think,
our
Ron, I'm
rightful
at
place
30.
in the settled systems
Although I have to
to
check.
bring in a new glorious age and break the endless cycles
My
of
jump
oppression
range.
and greed. If we could do it ourselves, we would have, years ago. I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want, is a chance to prove to the facility we are ready.
Lady, I just want to kill
When someone
things
has
in the
achieved their
facility.
potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars, but the machines have been breaking more and more over
Shooter,
the years,
welcome.
and no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help.
Yeah, we were talking about Genghis
properly
earlier. I've
fix
done
the
that
facility
before.
so that we can
I
prove
haven't made up my
ourselves
mind yet.
and claim our
I don't have to make up my mind till the very end, right? Close to it, right? Tell me what you need.
Then listen well, outsider. You must go to the facility.
The facility
robots
with a
and what
capital
drives
F.
them is
It's
not
not just
here.
a facility, it's
The
the
facility is where they come from. Somewhere far to the east.
Because I've run into
None of us
Genghis
can
out in
travel
space.
there.
I enjoy it. It's fun.
But you can. Go there, please. And see if the facility can be repaired. Then report back to me.
Thanks, Amarinas. That was exciting. Not really, but... I'm playing the floor is lava, evidently, because maybe I just don't want to get my shoes dirty. Where's Genghis? What's up, Khan? Where you at? Oh, he's outside. What do we have? Let's get our new laser rifle out. Got some new guns in the off. I was off camera. Haven't used them much.
Stranger!
Or at all.
Weapons out! They come! There will be blood!
They didn't even approach. That's weird. Hallucinogen. Pack cephalopods. Laser rifle's good. we start this conversation, let's just double check and make sure that we are getting what we want from our skills. Yep, I got my 3 skills there. I forgot to duel. I need to put a dueling weapon on a quick slot. What do I have? I have the Instigating Warrior's Tanto. That looks pretty good. Let's put that on. I'm not using Void Form much. I'll try to remember to use that next time.
The man from the stars. Come to see me. And you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I guess the world out there is not so different than here. Genghis Khan.
So I think eventually, and I'm not committing to this, if I do, when I do Crimson Fleet after Shattered Space, I'll probably side with Sysdef. So having Genghis Khan out there and having to hunt him down could be a nice option. I can't believe it. You're the real Genghis Khan.
Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do what.
Like, I would almost not let him go just because of the hat.
I am pleased that the dangers out here are of no concern to you.
But maybe he needs to go out into the universe with that hat.
Human if you trap yourself behind walls. The robots taught me many things any Mongol would know. So, hunting game, even such as this, is little challenge to me. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, that we're clones?
Yep,
Some
all clones.
of us think that makes us special. That the deeds of our namesakes
you know better.
Are somehow ours. But that is blind.
I'm gonna check my ship in a second, Ron.
We are just people. Same as you. Same as anyone.
Genghis, welcome. And yes, probably better than Mateo. I hadn't thought about his hat. But he's pretty tame.
Perhaps you are right. Certainly.
Mateo doesn't do anything outside of the lodge, does he? Like, he won't. He can't take
but all
anyplace.
this talk gets us nowhere. Too many of the others.
I don't even think he doesn't even show up in one of the alternate universes. Like, you can't show up at the lodge and there's an evil Mateo.
Broken game. The
which would be fun, actually.
Submit. And one day, we will be free.
What would you do?
I do not know. Everything outside of Crucible is unknown.
Have you ever thought about being a pirate?
I imagine the settled systems are not so settled that a man who
he could be the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Violence can't
just sign him up for something like that. I just want to get the dialogue here.
I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out.
You started a new character today. Did you name him Asmongold?
Or disobeyed too much.
A shooter just said he started a new character.
Crucible holds our lives in its hands. But now the robots have made a grave mistake. You can go where none of us can. You hold our future in your hands. And all
so are you going to try to take a character in there that has, you know, like at a low level? Or are you going to try to get up to 35 today?
I sense fire in you. Good.
Nice.
You will need it.
That's a good ship right off the bat.
You know of the facility, yes? Go there and make the machines let us leave. It is not much to ask, and it will set us free.
Okay. Where is Franklin? Door's open. I don't think this was the point where it got bugged anyway.
You can hear the howls at night. The defenses have to hold.
I should introduce you to some people in Aquila who have very, very similar opinions about walls.
So, you have heard from the other societies. I must confess, I'm very curious what an outsider.
So, Shooter, if you could just, like, you know, leave junk all around your ship everywhere,
you might be
really kind of play it up.
Objectively neutral party we've ever
collect all the food you can in the game, just leave it around. Empty, like, Terra Brew cups. Let's not
very
commit.
diplomatic approach. The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose, Father as a whole would
Okay, he wants to
invite
stay.
disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves.
Tell me your plan.
Certainly. It is evident that the facility is decaying. It is both unsustainable and unwise for us to fix and maintain the status quo. Our community must be weaned off the machines.
Make some
Learn
$2
how to
pizzas.
build, grow, and govern
There's
ourselves.
there's like little pizza
Allowed to raise
canisters.
families so we can pass our lessons to
I probably
the
know
next
more about him
generation.
than I need to know.
And to die when our allotted time is finished. One
Although I
day
did hear
we
some
will be
interesting. He was
worthy
doing a
of going
react to
the
video
stars.
about YouTube or
just
yeah,
not there
YouTube
yet.
ads, which was interesting. I thought. Everybody has something to contribute. Many people have lots of things to contribute. Yeah, I think top
You
option
have
is
no
that.
idea how profoundly grateful
Will help.
I am to hear that. Go to the facility and see what can be done.
Somehow I don't think I'm going to get to go to the facility right away.